Bismillahir-Rahmanir-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to day 3 of our Muharram Kids Challenge. Thank you for joining me again today. I am so impressed with the work that you have been sending me over the last couple of days, and the models and the representations that you made yesterday were beautiful, and inshallah please keep watching so that you can see the work that you did and the work of others. So keep the work coming in, and don't worry, you don't have to send the work on the same day. Send it in as soon as it's completed, and inshallah I'll aim to share it in the next video. Okay, so today we continue our journey into looking at the events in Karbala. Today we'll talk about who was with Imam Hussain alayhi salam, who was part of his army, who was part of his group. We're going to talk about respecting others, and then in our story time you are going to learn about a very special person whose name was John. Okay, so who was with Imam Hussain alayhi salam in Karbala? So you may have heard many majlises, or maybe your parents have told you many stories about Karbala and Imam Hussain alayhi salam, and many names come up when we talk about the people that were with Imam Hussain on his side. Now these people were very special people. These were the chosen ones. Allah had chosen them to carry out a very important task. So who was with Imam Hussain alayhi salam? His brothers joined him on this journey, some of his brothers. So, for example, Hazrat Abbas, as we spoke about, mentioned yesterday, the commander of the army, who was with him. Also, his sisters had joined him. Sayyidah Zainab and Sayyidah Kulthum were also with him. His nieces and nephews joined him along this journey, and we will talk about Hazrat Qasim in a few days' time. He was the son of Imam Hussain alayhi salam, so the nephew of Imam Hussain. Also, Imam Hussain took his children with him. We will hear about baby Ali Asghar and Ali Akbar, his son Ali Akbar as well, and Bibi Sakina, of course. Some of his cousins took part in this journey, older ones and younger ones, as well as his companions. Now in companions, I mean his friends, some people that were perhaps working for the friends or for him. So all these people were the friends and the family of Imam Hussain alayhi salam. Now if you think about it, when you are going for a battle, so if Imam Hussein's alayhi salam's intention was to go for a battle, do you think he would take all these people with him? So this is something that we should think about. He took his children, even his baby, 6-month-old baby. This reminds us that Imam Hussain alayhi salam didn't want to fight. He was still hoping that they could make peace and make an understanding between the two sides. However, this did not happen. Throughout the journey, throughout the events, Imam Hussain alayhi salam and even all the other Imams have taught us that we should respect everyone. Imam Hussain alayhi salam respected every single member that was there, whether they were on his side or the opposite side. He always showed respect. Now, respect is something that we learn about in the Holy Quran. We've been told that let not one community make fun of another community. So, for example, if you are from one area, let's say we're in Africa and you're from one area in Africa, and there's some other people from a different area in Africa, that doesn't mean that you are different. It means that you can still get along and we are all the same and we can give each other respect and be just. Again, Allah has told us in Surah Ma'idah, Ayah 8, be just and act fairly. We should be just and fair with everybody, whether they're older than us, whether they're younger than us, whether they're more knowledgeable than us, or maybe if we are more knowledgeable than them. Everybody has the right to be treated justly. Now, the Quran also tells us that He has made us into nations and tribes so that we may know one another. So, on the outside, we may look different. So, for example, I look different to you. However, we are all human beings. And alhamdulillah, we all follow the religion of Islam. But even if you didn't follow the religion of Islam, we are all humans. And we are all the same inside. So to demonstrate this, I have two eggs with me today. Alright, so I have a white egg and a brownish egg. Now, when you look at them, they look very different, don't they? So you can see that they are different. However, what's inside them? Is it different or is it the same? Okay, so we'll have a look. So let's crack these eggs and see what what we have inside. So we have an egg, just a normal egg with yolk and the white bits. Now, if I crack my brown egg, what's inside? Oh, it's exactly the same. A yellow yolk and the white bits. So even though, let me show you, they were different on the outside, inside they were the same. So that shows us that though we may be different, we are all very similar. So remember that. We've also been told that among his signs is the difference of your languages and colours. So we may be different colours. Some of us might be fairer than others. Some of us might be darker than others. Does that make a difference? No, not at all. And Allah has told us that actually, if we mix and we get to know people that are different than us, we can become even better. So one surah, if you get some time, it would be good to have a look at, is Surah Hujurat, which is Surah 49. And in this surah, Allah teaches us a lot about our akhlaq and how we should show respect for others. Not to make fun of others, we're told in the Quran. Make peace among Muslims, we've been told. Appreciate diversity. Appreciate the differences between us. Right, so remember that, and if you get a chance, like I said, have a look at that surah. Now we are going to have our story. Let's get our black book and have a look at our story for today. Do you remember who I said we were going to talk about today? Inshallah you remember, and I had said that we'll talk about John. Today is the 3rd of Muharram. Among those not related to Hussain alayhi salam were 16 workers. Most of them were from Ethiopia. Some belonged to Imam Hussain alayhi salam's family, and others belonged to the companions of the Imam. On the night before Ashura, Imam and his companions had freed the slaves or the workers and urged them to go away to seek their safety. But none of the 16 left Imam Hussain alayhi salam. They understood Imam's mission and preferred to die in Karbala with Imam Hussain. They knew they would be rewarded with a place in heaven. Amongst them was a worker called John. Today, let us remember John and cry with Sayyidah Fatima for his sacrifice in Karbala. John was sent as a gift from Abu Dhar Ghifari to the household of Imam Ali and Bibi Fatima alayhi salam. In the company of Imam Ali, he learnt the tafsir of the Holy Quran and traditions of the Holy Prophet. He also knew the Holy Quran by heart. When Imam Ali alayhi salam was martyred, John stayed by Imam Hassan and Imam Hussain alayhi salam's side and looked after them. John was blessed to be with the 3 Imams. He was a very lucky man. When Imam Hussain alayhi salam left Medina, John insisted on joining him. On the night before Ashura, John spent the whole night sharpening his sword whilst reciting the Holy Quran. After midday, after Dhuhr prayers, John came to the Imam. He stood silently with his arms folded. Imam looked at John and said, "John, my friend, what's the matter?" "My master, enough is enough. I cannot bear to see any more suffering. I cannot bear to see the children of Sayyidah Fatima killed in front of me. Please, master, please let me go to the battlefield." "John, you are an old man. Jihad is not wajib for an old man like you." "No, John, I cannot allow you to die." John was determined to get permission. "Master, I know why you are not letting me go to the battlefield. I know it's because I am of dark skin and that I am your worker and you don't want me to die for the Holy Family." Hussain was deeply shocked to hear this. "John, my friend, John, don't say that. You know that we don't keep such differences. Go, John, go. Allah be with you." Hussain himself helped dress John for the battle. He mounted John onto the horse and said, "Fi amanallah, John." John was very pleased with himself as he headed towards the battlefield. John was attacked. Arrows were fired from all directions. John fought as bravely as he could. He sent many to the fire of hell. Alas, how much can an 80-year-old man take, thirsty and hungry for 3 days? As he fell from his horse, he cried out, "My master, come to see me. Let me see you for the last time." Imam Hussain heard John calling and rushed to him. Then John said, "Look, master, look who's come to receive me. The Holy Prophet himself is here. Sayyidah Fatima is here. Imam Ali is here. And Master Hassan is here himself." John's soul was taken to heaven. Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. We are from Allah, and to Him we return. So, as we have been talking about today, our main lesson for today is that we should respect each other, whether they're older than us, younger than us, richer than us, poorer than us. Everybody is the same. Remember that lesson, and inshallah keep referring to the lessons we've learned. I will be adding it up here tomorrow, inshallah. Now, your activity for today. So we're all special, and I want to know, how are you like Imam Hussain alayhi salam, or like the other Imams? I'd like you to create something to tell me about how you can behave or be like the Imams, their special qualities. So, for example, I have this here, which my daughter made for me earlier. So if you could draw a picture of yourself, and then inside I would like you to write a few words about how you are like the Imam. So for example, we have here that I am patient, I respect my parents, and I'm really looking forward to finding out a bit more about you, because I'm sure you're all lovely children and you have lots of special qualities. Another idea is you could draw your hand and then fill in the fingers what's special about you. You can represent it how you like, and I really look forward to seeing what's special about you all, inshallah. Now it's time for our challenge. Are you ready for challenge number 3? Let's find out what your challenge is today. So today's challenge is, I would like you to find out at least 5 facts about somebody from a different faith, from a different culture, or from a different race. So maybe you could look at another religion, like somebody that's Christian. What can you find out about them? What do they, who do they worship? Where do they go to worship? Find out some facts, and then when we do that, we should try to understand that they are different, but still the same. So that's your challenge for today. I look forward to seeing your work and hearing about how you got on with your challenge. Thank you for joining us today. Inshallah, we'll see you tomorrow.
لبيك 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 يا حسين لبيك 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 يا حسين. We have arrived in Karbala. We have arrived in Karbala. لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين. We have arrived in Karbala. We have arrived in Karbala. لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين. All my people I have left, from my city I have fled. Tears in my eyes, hand on chest. Oh, your place is sanctuary, in your land is sanctity. Heaven on earth I can perceive, for you the heavens do call. At your gate the angels crawl. لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين. We have arrived in Karbala. We have arrived in Karbala. لبيك يا حسين لبيك يا حسين. To the world my love is praised, to my heart your name it pains. O Karbala, your scent we crave, for you I would walk the land. blessed golden sand. Oh, the test of time you stand. How I have waited for this day, to walk upon this path one day. لبيك يا حسين, لبيك يا حسين. We have arrived in Karbala, we have arrived in Karbala. لبيك يا حسين, لبيك يا Oh, the passion I do show, in me love seeds you have sown, for art within me does flow. You're the moon